How are you, Laura, guys? This is Joey. I want to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, and that is team names. Now, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and we have a minor league team, which is kind of like we feed players from that minor league team into the major league team. They're called the Toledo Mud Hens, and I love this team. It's a distinctive name. The logo looks really cool. I used to have a hat growing up, and I feel like super proud wearing that. I mean, it was really cool to have. I mean, just look at this logo. It's awesome. Now, one thing I really don't like about non-American professional sports is the Australian cricket team. I hate them. I can't stand them. But let's not go there right now. But the other thing I really don't like about non-American professional sports is the repetition of team logos, specifically with second division teams and women's sports. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of cricket competitions. You have the 100, you have the Big Bash League, you have Vitality Blast. All of these cricket competitions use the same names for the women's competition as in the men's competition. And so this can be a pain in the ass if I want to look up a specific team name. Like there's no way to look up just the women's team name and it just feels like it's just repetitious. I don't know. I do have to admit that I really like Australian sports. Shut up. I know what you're thinking. Shut your mouth. We're not going there. To be honest, the AFL, Australian Football League, and the NRL, the National Rugby League, are sublime. Like both of those leagues, like they're just amazing, well run. Watching them online is really fun. But going back into the second divisions, there are problems specifically with the team names. Take, for example, my favorite AFL team, the Greater Western Sydney Giants. What is the second division team name called? The Greater Western Sydney Giants. I mean, they just use the same team name. That's so cheap. At least name them like the less great Western Sydney Giants or something like that, you know? Or take, for example, the Parramatta Eels in the NRL. The second grade team is called the Parramatta Eels. I mean, no wonder these events are so poorly attended because nobody really feels pride in attending like a reserve grade match. You want to watch something unique and distinctive. So I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and hockey is like really popular there. Wasn't my favorite sport, but still very popular. And so the NHL is a top league, but going down, there was a league called the IHL, the second grade of hockey. I got a burp. Growing up, there was this team called the Detroit Vipers, and they even had a mascot called a Vipe Bear because having a gigantic snake would have scared kids. So we're like, go, Vipe Bear, go. But this team was so freaking hot because it had a unique logo. The tickets were super cheap. I mean, there was even a national TV show called Home Improvement. Someone in the show was wearing a t-shirt of theirs. I mean, it was just so freaking hot. And all this for a second-rate team. American sports don't have this non-American problem because I guess they're American sports. But look at the WNBA. Look at the National Women's Soccer League. Like all unique team names, no problems there. And they just feel like their own. I mean, we're talking about women's empowerment and things like that. You're naming the team the exact same thing as the men's team. Give them some identity. Give them some difference, you know? My voice just cracked that. I feel like I'm going through puberty again. And look at like the NBA G League or minor league baseball, or like I said, you know, minor league hockey. They all have individual unique team names. So you're probably thinking, Joey, what does this have to do with cricket? What does this have to do with cricket? Well, shut your mouth, smartass. We're getting to that point right now, okay? Be patient. My point to this video is that we have a very serious problem on our hands, a problem more serious than naming women's teams or second reserve grade teams using the same mascot and logo. We have something even worse than that, and that is IPL teams being reproduced across different types of cricket leagues around the world. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this. Everyone has seen this. The most egregious example is Mumbai Indians, New York. I mean, are they from New York? Are they from Mumbai? Like, why name them Mumbai Indians, New York? And like I said in a previous video, they never played in New York. So it's doubly stupid. Is doubly a word? I don't know. It basically feels like a create a team like from a video game. You just like copy this logo and then just there's my new logo. It takes no account into consideration. Like it takes no consideration into account. It doesn't take the local population into account at all. Like, would the local populace like this team name? Would it matter to them? Are they going to want to root for this team? There's like no identity at all. It's just a quick cash grab, and it's just so obvious and it feels gross. The last straw for me was when I was on YouTube browsing along, and I go to the Niche Man's channel, and he has this as one of the video's thumbnails. It scared the crap out of me because I thought this was real. I thought this English, T20 league was changing all of their names to be IPL names, and that scared the crap out of me. And that's one thing I love about Nepal, about Australia. I can't believe I'm saying that. About England, is that they have unique team names that are like built from the ground up. We need more of that. We don't need more of, this copy paste bullshit. I said it. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to swear on this. Sorry. And like, I really owe you guys an apology that are not from America, because I've heard so many complaints of like, man, this McDonald's, like, I can't stand American food here. And I was like, shut up, deal with it. McDonald's is awesome. And that now I realize like how much of a problem when you're just taking something from another country and just without any care at all to what the local population want. It sucks. So let's take a look at some of these leagues and like how IPL has infiltrated them, and just see like where the problems are. And I don't know, there's probably no solutions for the point, but at least we're pinpointing the problem, right? So if we go to the Caribbean Premier League, there's 3 teams that are based on IPL teams. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I get stuff wrong all the time. But the Trinbago Knight Riders, the St. Lucia Kings, and the Barbados Royals. 3 of those teams out of the 6 in the division or the league are based on IPL teams. And I think the Caribbean Premier League was the start of it all. I think that started in 2012 or something, when they started using IPL team names. So Caribbean Premier League might be the genesis of this problem. The Major League Cricket, my league, which I should be really proud of, and I wish I were more proud of this, but we are also a big offender in this regard. We have 3 teams that are based on IPL teams: the Texas Super Kings, the Los Angeles Knight Riders, and Mumbai Indians New York. And that, again, that is the dumbest name ever. Are you rooting for Indians? We just had a team called the Cleveland Indians that had to change their name to the Guardians because it was offensive. But I guess, Mumbai is in India, so that makes a lot more sense. So the International League T20 in the United Arab Emirates also has 3 offenders in this regard. The Dubai Capitals. Is Dubai the capital of United Arab Emirates? No, but it is of like Dubai, the Emirate. So the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders and Mumbai Indians Emirates. Wow, makes no sense. And then most recently, the South African 20 just started, and they are entirely made up of reused IPL teams. So you have the Joburg Super Kings, the Pretoria Capitals, Durban's Super Giants, MI Cape Town, Paarl Royals, and the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So the entire league is funded by, IPL interests in this regard. And we can't even stop there, because if you look at the WPL, the Women's Premier League, it's the same thing. So 4 out of the 5 teams are based on IPL teams. So you have the Delhi Capitals, the Gujarat Giants, Mumbai Indians, and Royal Challengers Bengaluru. So 4 out of the 5 are based on IPL teams. So yeah. And I think I recall in Nepal, there was a new T20 league that was kind of sort of taking like names from IPL, but they weren't explicitly bought by IPL teams. So you're kind of like in a middle ground there, but it scares me. It scares me because I really love the Everest Premier League. It was something unique, grassroots, and we need more of that. So basically, I'm going to leave it at that. Like, my whole point is we need more grassroots. I don't care if there's less money. I don't care if there's, initially less fans and less hype, and you don't have the big name players, that's fine for me. What we need to do is kind of retain some purity in cricket, and start from the bottom and then work our way to the top, just like any other league, And so what do you guys think? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video later.